come hot, light up a prodigal son. Pick up at the leany, meeny, money, mo, and flower, you're the chosen one. Well, your left hand's free. Well, my 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 left hand's free. Oh, no.
This truck needs a half tank. These wheels need a 2-lane. This radio needs 3 songs to play to get me across town to you. That dress needs to slip off. That hair needs to come down. Friday nights need to do what Friday nights need to do. That's the truth. Yeah, birds need bees and ice needs whiskey. Boys like me need girls like you to kiss me. Fishing in the dark needs nitty-gritty under that pale moon. Sweet tea needs that sugar stirring. Small town nights need both ends burning. Shades need drawing, hearts need falling, boots need knocking. Knocking boots, knocking boots, me and you. Oh, long weeks need a weekend. Cheap drinks need a slinging. That dance floor needs some me on you, and you on me tonight. Sing-alongs need to be sung. Tip bells need to be rung. Last calls need a call that cab, and back seats need I want you so bad. Yeah, birds need bees and ice needs whiskey. Boys like me need girls like you to kiss me. Fishing in the dark needs nitty-gritty under that pale moon. Sugar stirring, small town nights need both ends burning. Shades need drawing, hearts need falling, boots need knocking. Knocking boots, knocking boots. Girl, me and you. Doors need shutting, lights need cutting, lips need locking, boots need knocking, and birds need bees and ice needs whiskey. Boys like me need girls like you to kiss me. Fishing in the dark means nitty-gritty under that pale moon. A sweet tea needs that sugar stirring. Small town nights need both ends burning. Shades need drawing, hearts need falling, boots need knocking. Knocking boots, knocking boots, me and you. Oh, knocking boots.
South, somewhere where the summer lasted all year round. Probably got a big old diamond on your hand right now, maybe a baby or a couple by now. Long driveway to a big white house. But I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever, and that was 7 summers ago. turned out. Think she dodged a bullet of a good old boy like me. Cause I still go drinking, same friends on Friday. Bought a few acres, couple roads off the highway. Guess you never saw things my way anyway. But I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever. And that was 7 summers ago in Southern Comfort. Were we dumb or just younger? Who knows? Back then you used to love the river and sipping on a sixer with me. Does it ever make you sad to know that was 7 summers ago? 7 summers ago. 7 summers ago. Yeah, I wonder when you're drinking if you find yourself thinking about that boy from East Tennessee. And I know we both knew better, but we still said forever. And that was 7 summers ago in Southern Comfort. Were we dumb or just younger? Who knows? Back then you used to love the river and sipping on a sixer with me. Does it ever make you sad to know that was 7 summers ago? 7 summers ago. 7 summers ago.
Since you turned the tables on me, I've been steady learning lonely, keeping this turntable spinning. Everything from Jones to Jennings, slowly planning my survival in a 3-foot stack of vinyl. Since you had to walk out of here, I've been having a record year. I bet you thought before you left I'd just sit in silence by myself, turn this house into a jail, dying slow in a living hell. But love's got a funny way of keeping score, and your leaving lit up my scoreboard. I usually make it through Saturday sober. All bets are off when I flip her over. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. I'm having a record year. Quarter notes and Hank's halftime, a pounding on this heart of mine. Song to song, I pass my time with these speakers on 10. Your good and gone keeps me up all night, along with songs in the key of life. I'm either gonna get over you or I'm gonna blow out my ears. Yeah, you're out there now, doing God knows how, and I'm stuck here having a record year. Drop it in the groove, and we go round and round and down in a spiral. I guess I really ought to call and thank you. I rediscovered Red-Headed Stranger, got down with old James Brown, and found new grass revival. If you find your way back, I owe you a beer for my record year. Quarter notes and Hank's halftime, a pounding on this heart of mine. Song to song, I pass my time with these speakers on 10. Your good and gone keeps me up all night, along with songs in the key of life. I'm either gonna get over you or I'm gonna blow out my ears. Yeah, you're out there now, doing God knows how, but I'm stuck here having a record year. Having a record year.
pictures I didn't want to see, they brought back memories. You look happy, I guess, got the life that you wanted, but it ain't with me. You would think by now that I wouldn't care. It's been a couple years, and yeah, I've had my share of other broken apart, but I only shed real tears over ours. And now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. And now I'm in the back of the church, praying just to stop the hurt, 'cause I don't have the only woman who was there for me religiously. Remember watching you play me our song on guitar, I thought I'd marry you. Act like I'm happier now, but all of my friends know that ain't the truth. And lately life's been good to me. Mama's healthy and I'm helping out the whole family. A lot of people know my name, I made a little change, but that don't mean nothing, 'cause now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. And now I'm in the back of the church, praying hard just to stop the hurt, 'cause I don't have the only woman who was there for me religiously. You brought me to God and I put you through hell. You were all about us, I was all about myself. What kind of man would lose a woman like that? If my soul could be forgiven, I would give it all back. Now I'm in this cold bright light, and this don't even feel like life, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. And now I'm in the back of the church, begging God just to stop the hurt, 'cause I don't have the only woman who believed in me religiously. I ain't got the only woman who was there for me religiously.
All it takes is a downtown bar. All it takes is some neon stars. A little you, a little me, in the same vicinity. And it's on. Everyone is the first last time. Walk away, then we hit rewind. A little touch, a little buzz. Don't know what keeps keeping it up. Is it your heart or mine? Is it whiskey or wine? Is it something in the night making us wanna cross that line? Girl, we're playing with fire, love ain't too far behind. It's just a matter of time till it finds your heart or mine. We say that it ain't no thing. We say it, then the telephone rings. Hello, are you at home? 'Cause I'm all alone missing you. We swear it ain't love, 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 but you're there when the sun comes up. We swear it ain't love, 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 but it always comes back to us. Is it your heart or mine? Is it whiskey or wine? Is it something in the night making us wanna cross that line? Girl, we're playing with fire, love ain't too far behind. It's just a matter of time till it finds your heart or mine. We swear it ain't love, love, love. We swear it ain't love, love, love. Is it your heart or mine? Is it whiskey or wine? Is it something in the night making us wanna cross that line? Girl, we're playing with fire, love ain't too
chill, smell that fresh cut grass. I'm back in my helmet, cleats and shoulder pads. Standing in the huddle, listening to the call. Fans going crazy for the boys of fall. They didn't let just anybody in that club. Took every ounce of heart and sweat and blood to get to wear those game day jerseys down the hall. The kings of the school, man, where the boys are fall. Well, it's turn and face the stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all. The boys are fall. In little towns like mine, that's all they got. Newspaper clippings fill the coffee shops. The old men will always think they know it all. Young girls will dream about the boys of fall. Well, it's turn and face the stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all. The boys are fall. Turn and face the stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. It's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all. Boys are fall. We're the boys of fall. We're the boys of fall. turned on the evening news, saw an old man being interviewed, turning 102 today. They asked him what's the secret to life. He looked up from his old pipe, laughed and said, all I can say is, don't blink. Just like that, you're 6 years old and you take a nap and you wake up and you're 25. Then your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't blink, you just might miss your babies growing like mine did, turning into moms and dads. Next thing you know, you better have a 50 years as they're in bed, and you pray and God takes you instead. Trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think, so don't blink. Well, I was glued to my TV when it looked like you looked at me and said, best start putting first things first. 'Cause when your hourglass runs out of sand, you can't flip it over and start again. Take every breath God gives you for what it's worth. Don't blink, 'cause just like that, you're 6 years old and you take a nap and you wake up and you're 25. Then your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't blink, you just might miss your babies growing like mine did, turning into moms and dads. Next thing you know, you better have a 50 years as they're in bed, and you pray and God takes you instead. Trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think, so don't blink. So I've been trying to slow it down, I've been trying to take it easy in this here today, gone tomorrow world we're living in. Don't blink, just like that, you're 6 years old and you take a nap and you wake up and you're 25. Then your high school sweetheart becomes your wife. Don't blink, you just might miss your babies growing like mine did, turning into moms and dads. Next thing you know, you better have a 50 years as they're in bed, and you pray and God takes you instead. Trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think, so don't blink. No, don't blink. Don't blink. Life goes faster than you think, so don't. Life goes faster than you think, don't blink. Don't blink. Life goes faster than you think.
About 20 years ago, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring through the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us and he commenced to speak. He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind my saying, I would say you're out of aces. And for one taste of your whiskey, I will give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette, then he bummed a light. The night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you better learn to play it right. 'Cause every gambler knows that the secret to survival is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. And every hand's a winner, just like every hand's a loser. And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You don't ever count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing is done. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You don't ever count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing is done. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, put out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. Somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You don't ever count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing is done. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You don't ever count your money while you're sitting at the table.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Panther Athletic Complex. The Elder Panthers take on the Lakota West Firebirds. It should be a great one. I'm Troy Parker here with Sam Zucker. Sam, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Troy. I'm excited to be here at the Pack. You know, we've had a couple games move to away games, but excited. We got a special day today, salute to service game, so it should be a good one. Lakota West, really solid ball club, but the Panthers are hot after a win against LaSalle and a win against St. Xavier, so should be looking for another great game today.
Yeah, Lakota West looks really solid. 10-1. They're only lost to Turpin 6-4, I believe, so it's going to be a great one. So Johnson leading off for Lakota West. See what he does is Smith on the mound for the Panthers. The pitch, and we are underway from the Panther Athletic Complex. Is that one called strike?
Ryan Smith, big, tall lefty, just a young sophomore, though. A ton of promise in this kid.
Second pitch inside. 1-1 count.
Smith seems to be going after that inside corner. Both pitches were thrown inside to start.
Just trying to jam the leadoff hitter. Off speed just a bit high. Got a little bit more down. That would have been a great pitch. 2-1 count. To 1 pitch. Just outside and maybe a little high. 3-1 count. Hitter's favorite count. 3-1 count really gives the hitters an advantage. You know, you take a strike, you're not out, and one ball gives you a walk. I want a pop fly to left center. Pop fly to third base. And an easy out.
Good start to the game for the Panthers. Smith got a little behind in that count, but able to work it out. Roger Waddell.
You know, pitching inside, that's what will happen. You know, just a weak pop fly to the infield, an easy catch from third base over there. Waddell. Holt now for Lakota West. Now on opposite field, left center field. This one's trouble. A diving catch in left.
What a catch by Mason Chumley. Wow, that was impressive.
Chumley gained a lot of ground from left field, and he made a diving play. That one looked like it was going to drop and maybe be a double.
That was a fantastic hit by Holt there, lefty, and ambushes the first pitch. Great swing to the left center, but Mason Chumley, like you said, covered so much ground so quickly.
Pitch, strike one, swinging way behind. The 0-1 pitch, inside in the dirt, swung. Now Smith on a 0-2 count. So far, 2 outs after that great catch by Chumley and left. The 0-2 pitch.
Rocket.
One swung on Chumley, tested again. And Chumley gets 2 of the 3 outs, and the Panthers get out of the inning.
Fantastic start for Ryan Smith. Seemed to be throwing hard up there on the bump, and Mason Chumley coming in big with a couple of big plays in the outfield.
So you take a look on your screen. I mean, it is almost comical how many games have been canceled so far in this season. We're lucky to be playing this one today as we had tons of rain. So, you know, Saturday that game got canceled April 5th. And then Monday, April 7th against St. X got postponed to the next day. And then next day that game was also postponed to the 15th. And then most recently the LaSalle game on April 14th was postponed to the next day. That game eventually ended up being played on the 16th. So, you know, it's got to be frustrating for a team. You can hardly get any, momentum. I mean, but all those games should have been home games for the Panthers, and now they're just moved to away games, and kills your momentum.
Yeah, they get moved to away games, you know, Troy. And for a little bit, I thought we might not play until May. I mean, we have been having a lot of rain, and just the pack was getting torn up by the rain. And luckily, St. X facilities are very nice, so you're able to go play there. But, I mean, these home games are so important. I mean, there's a really big crowd here today for a baseball game, so.
I mean, the crowd all behind you, barely any Lakota West fans here. So, I mean, the crowd behind you really gives you an impact for the game.
Most definitely.
So as you look forward to this bottom of the first, leading off will be Wapple.
Leading off for Elder, the shortstop, number 8, Jaden Waffle.
So Wapple, the shortstop, batting first.
Jaden, one of the leaders of this Panthers baseball team, has been a star player both this year and last year.
Yeah, batting leadoff has a big, big role to get your team going in the inning. As you saw for Lakota West, that first batter got out on a 3-1 count, and it just went downhill from there. So the first pitch to Wapple. Beautiful off-speed pitch finds the zone, 0-1 count. Second pitch high and outside, lays off of it.
That first pitch off speed can really mess up a hitter's timing, especially if you're waiting on a fastball.
That pitch swung on, strike 2. You know, the thing about that off-speed pitch, it could be, I mean, if it's a bad off-speed pitch, it doesn't really matter, but that was a great one finding the zone. Throws off Wapple. Lays off the outside pitch, 2-2.
Great take by Walpole. That one could have gone either way.
Great plate discipline. 2-2 count. That one fouled off back at us.
Saved Troy there from getting hit.
It's a close one. So still 2-2, fouling off, staying alive in the count. Pitch way outside, worked his way to a full count.
Great battle here from Walpole.
A walk here would be devastating to the pitcher. Pitch fouled off, staying alive once again. Hey, Wapple just battling in this at bat.
That's what you want out of your leadoff hitter.
It's about an 8 or 9 pitch at bat so far, just to get it out of this one batter. Pitch swung on, fouled as well.
Looks like Jaden's trying to find the timing here. He might be on it now.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw either a high fastball inside to try to jam him or an off-speed pitch. And it was that off-speed right down Broadway.
Beautiful slider. Looked like that was going at Jaden and then broke in right to the middle of the plate. Fantastic pitch by Adrian Smith.
I mean, a wonderful pitch finds right down the middle of the plate. And the Panthers have now 1 out.
Chumley now heading to the plate after making 2 fantastic plays in the field. See if we can keep that momentum going.
Yeah, he's got a feel on cloud 9 right now, and he's going to try to continue that feeling under the plate. That one opposite field has got a chance to drop in no man's land. It will.
Does.
And he's rounding first hard and heading for second, diving head first, and he's in easily.
Mason Chumley having himself a day to start this game. 2 plays in the outfield and then gets himself a double right away.
I mean, he was on his horse, rounding first, and he was in there easily. And now Lammers will look to knock him in as Chumley now in scoring position. That one in the dirt. Ball 1 on the first pitch.
Smith's been doing a solid job. Well, he did a good job of getting ahead against Jaden, but then came back. Jaden had a great battle, but he's been doing a good job of getting ahead today.
Oh, an inside strike called.
Great pitch right on the inside corner.
One count with one out. Now on the opposite field, fouled off. Now 1-2 count with one out for Lammers. The 1-2 pitch inside, lays off of it. Lammer staying patient even though he has 2 strikes. Now 2-2.
We saw this from Walpole as well. Went down early, fought back.
Staring down. Now to the plate. Out at first and will advance Chumley to third. And Lammers makes the second out of the bottom of the first. Schneider now up to bat.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 26, Mason Schneider.
All Schneider needs to do here is get anything in play. You know, if they make a good play, that nothing you can do about it. But you want to get the ball in play at least here.
Absolutely. Driving a run first inning, huge.
Goes for a bunt. Sky high into the netting.
I mean, like you just said, Troy, I mean, put a ball in play. If you make it to first, you're good. Try and get Chumley in early.
Yeah, Coach Thompson really relying on Mason Schneider's speed to get there to first if he does continue to lay this bunt down. 0-1 count. We'll look out for the bunt. Let's see. He will not chew a bunt. That ball outside.
Good take by Mason there. That looked like it could have been on a strike as well.
Pitch.
Ooh.
Checked his swing, but it finds the zone. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Schneider's, if you see anything close, you gotta swing at this ball. Even if you strike out, you gave it a shot. Cannot get struck out looking here. The 1-2 count. Inside. So Schneider staying patient, working his way back into this count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs for Schneider. Chumley on third. That one swung onto the first baseman. Will make the easy out, and the Panthers strand a man on base.
Not a bad inning, though. Not a bad inning. Mason Chumley, good drive out there. I mean, finds himself a double, then advances a runner. So not a terrible inning, but looking forward to getting back in the field.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Lakota West is a really strong team. So if you can get a nice couple hits in the first inning, you know, feel out this pitcher, I think it's a good accomplishment. So Smith will stay on the mound. Still 0-0 after going through the whole entire first inning.
Smith seems to have some really good command today. I mean, really getting whatever he wants and making Dakota West batters hit the ball and force them outs.
Yeah, Lakota West went 1-2-3 in their last inning, and they do not want to replicate that here, but Ryan Smith is going to make them if he can. And his off speed has been on point today so far. He's not using it too much, so the batters don't see it often. When they do, it's hard to react to it. So Lakota West back off the bat. They went 1, 2, 3 in the first at-bat opportunity. To look to get something going, still without a hit. Smith on a 1-0 count. The pitch. Swung on, hit the shortstop. Makes the easy play, and the Panthers get the first out on 2 pitches.
Good job by Smith there. Get him out early.
I mean, you're almost forcing him to hit there and makes the easy play. So once again, first batter gets out. Pitch in the strike zone. That one looked a little bit slower. I think the batter really wants that one back.
Definitely. All speed right down the middle is a brutal one to not swing on.
One had a lot of movement just down in the zone. 1-1 count with 1 out. Firebirds yet still without a hit. 1-2 count now. That one right down the middle of the plate. Maybe a little bit low for the batter to swing at. That one didn't miss by much.
Just outside. Ryan Smith is doing a fantastic job today on the bump.
I mean, nothing the batter could do with that one if that was a strike. I mean, that one was way outside the zone. Strike 3 called. The Panthers sit 2 down.
Ryan thought that was the end of the inning, but sorry, bud, you got one more to go.
Mead Moss now up for Lakota West. Trying to get something going for Lakota. Now 2 outs after the strikeout. Pitch that one in the other batter's box. 1-0 count. Pitch strike 1-1 count. That's a great pitch on the inside low corner. I mean, he's been doing great so far finding the zone. That one in the dirt, now 2-1. Now an off-speed high and outside.
Just got away from him there.
It wasn't a horrible pitch. It almost curved right back into the zone. Just maybe let go of it a little bit too early. Find this up high and outside. That one swung on. 3-2 count now full. Full count with 2 outs. Smith looking to get out of this inning. Ooh, just missed the zone. Smith commits his first walk.
Not a bad pitch there from Ryan Smith. You want to make the batter make a decision there, make the umpire make a decision. Fortunately, didn't go his way that time.
Now, right now, got to focus on the batter. Keegan Campbell up for Lakota West. He is a lefty, so he does have that option to throw over to first. Have a little bit better of a pickoff move.
Don't think Mead Moss will be getting a huge lead, though, with Ryan being a lefty.
Pitch swung on. He's going for the fences. 0-2 count quickly here. Mead Moss still on first. Strike 3 swinging. And the Panthers get to the inning in 4 batters.
Ryan Smith is absolutely dealing today. 2 strikeouts in the inning. He is feeling himself.
Upper High School wishes to welcome the Veterans Service Commission of Hamilton County to today's game. Since 1886, the Veterans Service Commission of Hamilton
So Lakota West going into this next inning still with 0 hits. And this is kind of a good time to mention that the Panthers have been no-hit twice this season. They were beaten by Moeller at Moeller, 5-0, and were no-hit in that game. Then they have a trip to Tennessee, where they get no-hit 9-0 against Science Hill.
Yeah, but those are two extremely good teams. I mean, Moeller is currently ranked at number 3 in the country. I'm not sure where Science Hill is.
I believe it's around 15. So
Yeah,
two great teams.
Two of the top 20 teams in the country, and Moeller has who is currently the #1 player in Ohio. So
I mean, that's got to be demoralizing, both away. And you go to their place, finally get to play a game because those were after kind of delays. And you get no hit, shutout.
yeah, but luckily today, Troy, the sun seems to be trying to sneak its way in. So hopefully we'll have some sunshine and have ourselves a nice ball game.
We really got lucky with this game. It was pouring down rain about 12 o'clock, I would say.
Yeah.
And the grounds crew here at the Pack fixed this up. We are ready to go. Eli Roden leading off for the Panthers. The pitch outside and just a bit high.
Smith seems to be loving these first pitch breaking balls.
That one high as well. Pitch just outside, 3-0 count now. Three-0 count, straight called. Smith, the 3-1 count. That one fouled off. Way out of here. Smith has worked his way back into this count after being down 3-0. That one swung on right center field. And an easy catch makes the first out.
Good job by Smith there to get himself back into that one. Looked a little scary going down 3-0 right off the bat, but
yeah, and it seems like his windup was really quick, so he's got to maybe slow that down and take your time, get those pitches in.
definitely does have a very quick windup.
That one fouled off, 0-1 count. One with one out. That one fouled off to the right side. 0-2 now. So you go from the first batter being down 3-0. Now you're up 2-0. I mean 0-2. So two different perspectives on the first two batters.
Ooh.
That one inside, strike 3 called.
Must have just bit the inside corner of the plate.
Yeah,
Thought that one might hit Raj.
Could have went either way. Really good pitch by Smith.
Very good pitch.
So Woolweber, the designated hitter, will look to get something going in this inning for the Panthers. That one swung on to the shortstop. Takes his time, makes the throw, and unable to make the scoop, and he rounds first, heading for second. The catcher can't find it, and he finds second base on the air.
Right now, if you're the Panthers, you'll take it.
And he's 6 on the Firebirds, finds his way to second. So once again, a batter in running and scoring position. You really don't want to strain him out there now. Thaman, if you can get back to your top of the lineup, you got a good shot. Pitch inside and in the dirt. Thaman takes the first pitch. 1-1 count. That one, you might disagree with that one. That was a high and outside.
Yeah, a little bit high, a little outside.
Still only 1-1, so he's got a chance to get back into this at bat. Thought about throwing down to second base.
Woolenweber's got to stay on his toes down there.
He's got a bit of a lead, especially with going back in your leadoff. Makes it a lot farther to get to the base. And look at that lead.
Yeah.
And he's going to go for third. Throw beats him, but the tag won't. Heads up base running from Woolenweber.
Good presence of mind by Woolenweber there. Sees the ball get away from him and takes off right away. Was close, though.
We can see he might not be the fastest guy on the Panthers, but he's he's got great base running, and he gets himself on third. And better scoring position is that one sent to center field. It dropped, hit the ground first, and it'll score a run.
Call it a dropped. Firebirds are disagreeing.
As the Firebirds coach would come out to talk to the second base umpire, I think that one was pretty clear that it dropped.
I agree. However, the Firebirds fans and Firebirds players disagree. But a lead for the Panthers is big right now.
You got a great chance here for the Panthers.
Tell you what right now, Troy, that grill smells really good.
You know, it's that ballpark mentality. You know, it's great to be back here at the Pack. Smelling the grill, hearing the crack of the bat. As that first pitch caught on the outside corner, 0-1. You know, it's a great thing to be back out here at the Pack finally.
It really is.
That went low just a bit.
Smith is really loving those inside breaking balls. You know, looks like it's going right at Cooper, but then just at the last second, it bites in.
Two 2-1 count on Sandus with 2 outs. Thaman on first. That one fouled off and sending to the parking lot. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Thaman on first still after getting that hit to center field. 2-strike mentality. Got to be swinging at anything close. Breaking ball.
Again, that breaking ball, trying to get Cooper to think that it's going to hit him, and then right at the last second, bites in. Couldn't get it enough to bite there.
Full count with 2 outs. Pitch sent on the opposite field. Thaman rounding second, heading for third, and will stay at third. Runners on the corners.
Great swing by Sandus there, and it's nice to have Thaman out there. He's got burner wheels on the baseline. Now you got Wapple coming up here.
And like I said, you want to get yourself back into this top of the lineup, and he's got a great opportunity.
You got 2 of the best base runners on the team and then one of the best hitters on the team right now. So good position for the Panthers right now.
Showing bunt with runners on the corners, pulls it back, and he will just take second.
Like I said, 2 of the best base runners on the team.
That's a tough thing for the catcher because you can't throw that ball down and risk a ball getting past and then letting a run score. So usually they just let them have second.
Get down.
That one left center field.
Oh, goodness.
Almost a miscommunication, which would have been great for the Panthers, but it's a catch. And the Panthers will get run in the inning. A feat in itself.
Solid inning there from the Panthers, you know, working Smith's pitch count up. Now you got to come back out to the field.
So as we take a look to the Panthers' last game, they defeated LaSalle on Wednesday, 7-6. Shondell pitching, he pitched 6 innings, only gave up 5 hits, 3 errors committed, and 5 strikeouts. And an explosive inning in the third as they put up 6. And they won 7-6. So LaSalle almost made that comeback that game. But the Panthers hold on, get that 1 extra run. And the point to make out in this so far in this season, the Panthers have had a lot of, at least recently, have had a lot of explosive innings. You know, they've kind of been dead for a little bit, and then they come alive in one inning to get a lot of runs.
Yeah, you almost saw it there. I mean, right at the end of the inning there, you had Walpole, Sandus, and Thaman all have an opportunity to score. I mean, 2 runners in scoring position and Walpole at the plate. That is a very good position for the Panthers there. Obviously can't quite pull through, but still a great position for the Panthers there and somewhat explosive inning.
Yeah, that's what a position you want to be in. You know, I mean, it's just Wapple. That's his second at bat of the game. He got out in the first inning as well.
Leading up to the top of the third inning for Lakota West, the left fielder, number 14, Tyler Zimmerman.
Tyler Zimmerman up to bat for Lakota West. His first at bat of the day. The 8-hole hitter. Pitch from Smith outside and high. Pitch in the dirt, smacked off of the catcher's shoulder.
Ryan might need to take a breath here. Command's starting to get away from him a little bit.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it if they had a mound meeting, just get him back into the right mindset. 2-0 count.
There it is.
That one just outside enough to get the batter to bite.
Take a little heat off. More about placement there.
2-1 count. Zimmerman swinging, and Smith's back.
There you see, I mean, Ryan just takes a little bit of the heat off, focuses more on the placement, and he's going to get a lot of swing and misses.
You almost want to pitch it at like a 90% just to make sure your accuracy is there.
There it is.
Strike 3. So he goes from a 2-0 count and works his way to 3 straight strikes and sits down Zimmerman.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 10, Parker Isaacs.
So Isaacs, the 9-hole hitter. Looked like he was stepping out as he swung there.
Yeah, sort of a uncompetitive swing there from Isaacs.
And 1 count outside. Looked like Smith was trying to get him on that outside as looked like his stance was stepping out a bit. And also, Isaacs is hogging that plate. That one swung on right center field, gets himself a knock. And the no-hitter dissolves.
Darn. Still a good showing from Smith so far. 1 hit through 3.5, or 2 in almost 3.
A nice job by Isaacs to hit it opposite field, and there was nobody even close to catching that ball.
Back to the top of the order now for the Firebirds. Ooh.
Just a bit high. That one was definitely one of the more closer ones to the strike zone. And now Smith uses that lefty advantage to try to pick off at first.
Keep Isaac on his toes there.
Isaac with a pretty small lead. That one swung on. 1-1 count with 1 out. Runner on first, that is Isaacs. Looks to get him again. keeping him honest over there at first.
Tell you what, Isaacs doesn't have a huge lead, but Smith is getting close to getting him over there.
They pitch out trying to get him at first. They are picking on Isaacs over there. So with that ball and the pitch out, 2-1 count with 1 out. That one fouled. Isaac still with a pretty small lead, 2-2 count.
Saved Troy yet again from getting hit with that one.
2-2 count still with 1 out. Johnson staying alive in this count. Smith keeps on throwing him strikes. He's trying to make him hit the ball.
Trying to roll over into a double play here. Runner goes.
He's got him. He's got him. Oh, no.
Misses the throw.
Took a little one hopper to second base. And it gets past him. Looked like fielder's interference. I think he went to round the base and hit one of the other players.
Coach Thompson going to go have a word with our umpire. Throw was on pace there from Sandus, just a bit low. Took a hop, head.
Yeah, it didn't look like a terrible hop, but it's it's harder to anticipate those, especially on the grass infield. So Sandus maybe wants to try to get there. Take a look.
Yeah, it looks like he just ran into Thaman there as he was trying to round it.
Yeah, unfortunately, nothing the Panthers could do. Strike 3. So that at-bat finally ends. That's his second out of the inning. Yeah, it's just unfortunate to advance that run in the third. Lakota West is having lots of struggles hitting the ball today. That one fouled off. So now you put a race runner in better position to score when they've been having lots of struggles hitting.
Yeah, very close here, but luckily there's 2 outs. So pick it up, toss it to first, get the inning over with. Don't give up a run. Fouled back at us yet again.
The 2 count with 2 outs. Smith has got him where he wants him. Holt down in the count.
Really now, Smith can do whatever he wants here. There it is.
That one at off speed to first base, and he will easily make the out. The Panthers get out of the inning without giving up a run.
Small error there from the Panthers, but that pass ball that wild throw down the second doesn't cause you too much trouble.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
Against Oak Hills on Thursday, won 4-3, went to extras. Played 9 over there. Lakota West is currently 9-0 in GMC play. So they are currently leading the GMC. Off to a real hot start. Like we said, 10-1, only lost to Turpin, who was not in their conference, as you can tell by them being 9-0. So these Lakota West Firebirds, I mean, they're off to a really nice start of the season.
Yeah, I'm really surprised there hasn't been more hitting in this game. They only have 1 hit by Isaacs in that line drive to right center. So
yeah.
The Panthers have kept him honest today.
Yeah, that just goes to show you how well Ryan Smith's dealing on the bump today. I mean, he's really keeping everybody on their toes. Big, I mean, you got a big, tall lefty like that. That's more out of the ordinary for a high school player. I mean, his arm slot is a little lower than most, so especially with the amount of lefties that Lakota West has in their lineup. I mean, it's more than the normal lineup. So Ryan Smith's going to have the advantage over them. And you saw there earlier in the inning, he got a little out of hand, but he was able to take a breath and work himself back and get out of the jam.
Yeah, he went from a 2-0 count on that first batter to eventually striking him out. So a great job to battle back in that at-bat.
Up next, we got Mason Chumley. Started us off with a double, first hit for the Panthers.
So a double ended up at third. It was stranded there. Chumley in that first inning made 2 outs in left field. And then hit a double. He's got to be feeling great right now. Pitch hit to the shortstop. Chumley's got the legs. But the out made it first. So a quick first out on Chumley. He goes down to 1 and 2 on the day. 0-0 count was 1 out. Lammers just a bit outside. Lakota West dugout really wanted that one.
Another one. Looked like it probably could have gone either way. There it is, right down the middle.
Now he's seen it. Now he's got to take advantage of it. On 1 count with 1 out. That one swung on to the first baseman. And once again, an easy out. That's 2 so far in this inning. So Schneider looking to get something going for the Panthers so far today.
Whew. Big hack there from Schneider.
He wanted that one. Checks his swing. That one finds the zone.
Caught the outside corner to the plate there. Schneider behind now, 1-2.
That one up high, 2-2.
Good take
with 2
by
outs,
Mason.
nobody on.
Really good take there by Mason. Whew.
The
Smith.
infield was looking to go back into the dugout.
Smith thought he had that one. Umpire says, no, not quite yet, son.
He's going to take a breath off the mound. Just try to regroup. Full count with 2 outs. The payoff pitch swung on, strike 3, and the Panthers go 1-2-3.
Good inning there from Smith. 2 rollovers and a K. Starting to find himself.
So the Panthers go 1-2-3 in that inning. You know, you kind of feel like after that second inning, they were going to continue that on into the next, but they unfortunately do not go down quickly.
Yeah, 3 hits on the day, but it's better than what had been happening in the past. 3 is better than none, and 1 run's better than none, so hopefully they can stay hot. If Smith keeps dealing up there on the mound, should be in a good position.
So Lakota West back up to bat.
West. Number 13, Adrian Smith.
Adrian Smith up to bat.
Pitcher gonna come take some hacks here.
The top of the fourth. Smith is 0 for 1 on the day. And that one is popped left field. That one's got a chance. It is gone. And the pitcher sends 1 yard.
Ryan Smith having himself a solid two half innings there. 1, 2, 3 on the bump, and then first pitch sends one deep.
I absolutely smoked one way out of here. Well, not way out of here, but off the top of the fence from the pitcher.
Pass ball there. Smith might be starting to lose his command a little bit again. We saw this in the last inning, though. He's able to calm down and find the zone.
Yeah, definitely demoralizing after giving up a home run on one of the first pitches of the inning. I went in the dirt. And Sanders might want to have a talk with the with Smith here.
Pirates going to clean off the dish here for us real quick.
Two-0 count, no outs after the home run, leadoff home run by Smith, the pitcher.
That one finds the outside corner of the plate.
3-1 count with no outs. And he walks the next batter.
Looks like the Panthers will start getting Zach Barnes up and moving in the bullpen.
So he gives up a home run and now a base on balls. Now he's just gotta keep his composure and get this one batter. Doesn't need to focus on the runner. Just you and the catcher right now.
There you go.
That one swung on and missed. 0-1.
Got him.
Now in a pickle. Oh, they missed the
Whoa.
tag.
Walpole misses the tag in the pickle.
And he had him dead to rights.
The runner advances.
The runner dodges the tag and doesn't have to pay for his mistake on the base pass.
A rare mistake there from Jaden Walpole.
That one inside, thought about swinging on it. 1-1. Now Wapple, the shortstop, the leader of the infield. It is rare he makes mistakes like that. That one swung opposite field.
Waddell
Will not stay in. When he was right there close to it, that would have been a great out to get.
still none out. One runner in scoring position over there on second.
The 1-2 count. Strike three called on the outside as the Panthers finally get their first out. So Mead Moss with the runner in scoring position, who has walked in his last at bat.
Runner goes. Never mind.
Yeah, he's been doing that a lot over there. Kind of looking like he's
Taking a
going-
big second lead.
going to a full sprint, and then he,
Stops on a dime.
yeah. See that Smith is kind of onto him. Nobody there to even receive the pickoff. Smith definitely getting frustrated with that runner on second. I don't know, like it sounded like it hit the barrel of the bat.
Definitely got jammed there.
Oh, 2 with 1 out. Smith with a good opportunity to get that second out. That runner on second is really messing with Smith right now. Now he's just got to focus on that, on this batter. He's got an 0-2 count.
Yeah, Ryan might be getting in his head over here with him dancing so much over at second.
That one fouled off, stays alive in the count. Finally, he goes to steal. And
He's
a
gotta
pop
get
up.
back.
And he finally decides to steal, and then he gets bailed out by a pop fly.
2 outs now. Be nice if Ryan could have got out of this inning only giving up 1.
He's really bounced back after giving up that leadoff home run. It looks like
we're going to have a little mound visit here.
so quite a long infield visit. The umpire will start to mark out there to tell him to break. As we get ready to get back playing with 2 outs.
See if Ryan can get himself out of this inning here.
I definitely think that coach is saying not to worry about the runner on second now. You got 2 outs, focus on this batter. And trust Sanders, if need be, to try to get him out at third.
Definitely Cooper's got a rocket arm down the baseline.
And that one's going to get past him. Well.
So just as we were saying that, he goes ahead and takes third.
Sanders doesn't have the opportunity to try to throw it down.
Yeah.
The wild pitch, 1-0 count.
Big hack there by him.
One count with 2 outs.
Good block from Sanders.
Sanders staring him down at third. That one foul, in and out. So the Panthers get out of the inning only giving up 1. So recently the Panthers were in the great state of Tennessee. And speaking of cancellations, they can't even get away from it in Tennessee. Were supposed to play on the 11th. They ended up not playing. They played 2 games on the 12th. They played against what was it?
Science Hill.
Science Hill.
Daniel Boone.
And Daniel Boone. I mean, Science Hill, that was the game where they were no hit. Daniel Boone, they played the same day. They got 6 runs in that one, hit 2 home runs in that game.
Yeah. So, I mean, not a terrible trip down there. I mean, obviously, playing against a team like Science Hill, one of the best teams in the country, it's tough. You know, getting no hit, that's not a great feeling, and it'll sting in the mouth for a little bit. But good job bouncing back and getting another win that same day.
Yeah, they were lucky enough to hit 2 home runs in that very next game, bounce back in the same day. So, an overall 1-1 in that Tennessee trip.
Laying off the inning corner, Elder, number 22, Eli Roden.
Eli Roden. Panthers went 1-2-3 in their last inning. And they're going to try to change that now. That one swung on, first pitch, right center, will get down.
Great rip by Roden there.
So a good start.
Now batting number 13, Roger Woodell.
Here's bunt. Had a chance, he will take second. Maybe thought about going 3, but no need. There's no outs so far in this inning.
Nice spot to be in right now for the Panthers. You got a good hitter, Roger Waddell, up at the plate, and kid with a little bit of wheels up out there on second.
That went inside on the hands. 2-0 count. Roden on second. That one swung back up at the pitcher. The shortstop can't make the play.
Roden will try to score here.
Roden's rounding third, heading for home, and he will get there easily.
So a good ribby for Roger Waddell. And that'll bring Dylan Woldweber up to the plate with Waddell on first.
You know, I'm feeling it. I think we have one of those explosive innings heading our way if this continues.
Definitely could be. No outs in a score, but there is a fire boy and a little bit of pain, so our boy Jeff Fitz will take the jog out to shallow left, fix him up.
Yeah, unfortunate the Firebird hurt.
We got a replay.
As we take a look.
There's the rip, and you can see him as soon as he dives after that ball going up the middle. He's in pain there. He kind of...
Thinking more like him landing on his wrist.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Which is definitely painful. And looks like he's going to walk off the field with his own power. So you wait a sub for third base. Sorry, right field, and the right fielder will come to third. So this gives time Willow Weber to get warmed up. Waddell talking with his coach on first base, so he's going to be ready and know what to do on the base path.
Some defensive substitutions for Lakota West. Now playing third base, number 7, Wyatt Souls. Playing right field, number 17, Jacob Snow. Now playing shortstop, number 21, Landon Holt. At the plate for Elder, number 14, Dylan Willeweber.
So Dylan Woolweber, he will look to get something going and continue the rally that the Panthers are on. They now lead 2-1 after Roden getting home. Pitch popped up.
One will go into the parking lot.
So after the foul ball, 0-1 count. That one
Pass
gets
ball.
past him. And a bounce. You couldn't ask for a better bounce off the backstop, but just a bit too late.
And Waddell does a good job there of advancing.
Waddell moves to second off the wild pitch. 1-1.
Get down.
That one caught by the center fielder. And Roden will stay where he is. Sorry, Waddell will stay where he is.
Yeah, Raj thought about moving ahead there, but makes a smart idea and doesn't.
Now batting for Elder, number 15, Joey Thaman.
Joey Thaman, he kicked off the hitting in that second inning, which ended up giving them a run. Thaman will take time.
Got a little uncomfortable in the box there. Smith was staring down the catcher for a while.
You go bunt straight back to the pitcher. Pitcher,
Wild pitch.
the pitcher takes too long and kind of scrambles to throw to first. And ends
Waddell.
up getting Waddell home.
Good job by Thaman. I mean, Thaman's a speedster for sure, and he put that down right there in the middle of the grass infield, and that'll throw off any infielder.
He was struggling to grab that ball, and it ended up being a hit for Thaman and a run for the Panthers. That one went for his head.
Nearly went Coop right in the face there.
Sandus will take time to step out. Regroup after getting thrown inside. That one hit him.
Smith losing a little bit of control here, and we'll take a mound visit.
Got to be thinking it might be time for a new pitcher in for the Firebirds.
Yeah, definitely, but I believe Smith will stay in the game somewhere here, as he is usually their starting shortstop. Today he's on the bump, so.
So far, 2 runs in this inning, and the Panthers have a dangerous opportunity with runners on first and second. And
Yeah.
the top of the lineup coming up.
And again, we had the same exact position in the They're in the exact same position in the second inning. I mean, Walpole coming up to the plate, and two great base runners in Sandus and Thaman.
So Smith will stay on the mound. And he's definitely got to focus up and get out of this inning. He's got one out on the Panthers.
Now batting, number 8, Jaden Waffle.
Fresh batter is Wapple. Up to bat. Thaman and Sandus on the bunt.
Goes foul.
Looks to paint the line, but will go foul.
Three guys right now with burners on the base paths.
Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to lay down that bunt once again. This is the flexibility you have when you only have one out.
Good take from Walpole there.
Pitch back up
Get
the pitcher.
through.
6. Won't get him.
So one out there, you'll leave runners on the corners for Chumley.
Possibly the best case scenario for the Firebirds if one runner was going to advance.
Yeah, definitely.
Now batting, number 5,
2 outs now.
Chumley.
Mason Chumley. So Wapple continues his slump for this game. He's 0 for 3. He just really gets on a fielder's decision. Off speed finds the outside.
And Walpole will take second easily. Chumley had a double in the first inning. If he can find some more of that magic here.
Pitch
Another one.
holds off his swing and finds the zone.
First one might have been outside. That one might have been low, but
That one outside. Panthers hungry for a hit right now. 1-2 count with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. The pitch to Chumley.
get down.
Swung on center field, right to the center fielder, and makes the easy catch. So the Panthers strand 2 men on base. They get 2 runs in that inning.
Solid inning there for the Panthers, but would have liked to see those 2 get scored. I mean, Elder's been leaving a lot of runners stranded so far. Laid the bunt down, runners advanced. Waddell scored.
So we take a look at the remaining schedule. I mean, this is almost insane to believe. But the last 14 games left in the season, 10 of those games are at home, and 3 of them being GCL games. So they're going to be back at home for a while. So pitching change for the Panthers.
Going to take the bump now for the Panthers. Going to be Hayden Haynes, lefty. So 2 lefties pitching today for the Panthers. Ryan Smith officially done for the day, and Hayden will come in and hopefully finish out this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good decision to put another lefty out there. Like, we saw how much Lakota West struggled with the lefty um, in this game so far.
Leading off the top of the fifth inning for Lakota West, number 14, Tyler Zimmerman.
So Zimmerman was struck out in his first at bat. He is 0 for 1. First pitch, that one out of play.
Trying to ambush Hayden there, try and go after his first pitch and get a knock, but fouled off now. Hayden's ahead.
That one jammed him inside. And will make the catch in foul territory as the Panthers make their first out of the inning on 2 pitches.
Tough catch there for Raj. I mean, son's right in his face and does a good job calling off Walpole. Solid first out.
Yeah, nice job pitching the pitch high and inside, jammed him. That's about all you can do. Isaac's now back up to bat. He had that hard hit line drive to right center. But it's a bit smaller in stature. Beautiful off speed, finds the zone.
Hayden's doing a good job now, getting ahead. First 2 at-bats have been 0-2 and 0-1.
0-2. That one.
Elder fans thought that should have caught the outside corner of the plate. I agree with them.
Yeah, he's been calling that outside a lot today, so one thing you want is consistency, and that one inside also can't find the zone.
Hayden's really favoring these outside and inside corners.
I mean, look how inside the batter is. He's almost standing on the batter's box line in the inside. So that kind of forces the umpire to not call that a strike.
Count is now full after being up 0-2. In the dirt, so Isaacs will walk. He just pimped that walk too.
So Isaacs gets on base once again. This time by a walk. Line drive just gets past him. That was Wapple.
Yeah, just past the outstretched arm of Walpole, and a good knock there for Johnson.
Now batting, number 21, Landon Holt.
Johnson gets on base, advances Isaacs.
Great pitch from Hayden there. First pitch off speed, gets the batter out of time.
See if he goes on this check.
It's a tough one. Close call.
Especially if you only have a umpire on second base, it's hard to make that call.
Isaac's dancing out there at second. Great pitch from Haynes, finds the bottom of the zone.
And the runner on second, once again messing with the pitcher. Just a bit off the zone.
Sandus likes it, though. That's where he wants it.
We like to call it good miss. So close that it might get the batter to swing. And it just hits the line. That one looked like it was going to hit him. Finds the inside, well, won't find the inside corner, just off
So again,
by an inch.
Hayden again starts out up 0-2, but then gets behind.
What's the count?
2-2.
That's the ball, and the runner heading home. And Isaacs finds his way around the base path. I mean, just chaos in the infield as Coach Mark Thompson will come in to talk to his infield after that error. So already a pitching change. Only got through about, what, half an inning?
Yeah, just through a third of an inning, but Zach Barnes was statistically one of our best pitchers last year, so should be a hopefully good outing for Zach here.
Barnes throwing some heat. So kind of a crazy stat with all the cancellations so far in this season. This is the Panthers' first home game since April 1st. And that is not an April Fool's joke. Since April 1st, that is their first home game. And since in between that period, they had 3 home games scheduled in between that period that were moved or postponed. So Zach Barnes on the mound.
Now batting for Lakota West, number 25, Grant Gruneberg.
One out, new batter. 6, 4, 3. Double play, the Panthers get out of the inning.
Zach Barnes, 1 pitch, 2 outs. A great job there. Come in and save the inning.
1 pitch, pitches a double play ball. And the Panthers get out of the inning quickly. So we take a look at the GCL standings. Moeller, one of the best teams, or one of the best teams in the nation, 8-1, 3-0 in the GCL. LaSalle behind them at 5-4, 2-2. They defeated the Panthers early on in this season. Elder comes in at 4-4. They are now 2-2 in GCL play. This is one of their non-conference games against the Firebirds. And St. X struggling so far in this year, 1-6 and yet to get a win in GCL play. So the Panthers play LaSalle Monday, April 21st. They will look to get revenge after that loss earlier on. They most recently in their last game beat LaSalle 7-6. So the Panthers are coming back up to bat. This one looked like it's going to come down to the wire. In this 3-2 game, Panthers have 6 hits tallied.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for number 30, Jared Lammer.
So Jared Lammers up to bat and leading off in this inning. That one in the dirt. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, popped up high, left center. Makes the catch and left.
Now batting number 26.
So the Panthers commit a quick out. Pitch inside and low. One out count with 1 out. Swung on, he was looking for it.
Every one of Schneider's swings, he looks like he's going for the fences.
One inside and low. Schneider 0 for 2 on the day, so I can understand his eagerness to try to get a hit.
Schneider was one of the players who went yard down in Tennessee, so hopefully he can get some of that up here.
Pitch inside and foul. Two count with 1 out. Two count with 1 out. Nobody on base. Schneider up to bat. Pitch up high. That one up high and walks. So Schneider stays patient in that at bat. Had 2 strikes on him, and he lays off for 2 pitches and gets on base through a walk.
Right now, if you're Schneider, you'll absolutely take that. You know, he's a quick kid and can really run on the base path. So hopefully, Eli can drive him in here.
That one in the dirt. 1-0 count. Schneider moves up on first. Roden will look to try to advance him. In the dirt. Throw was there, but they just missed it on the catch.
So there you
And
see.
steals a base.
There you see Schneider's wheels coming into play there.
Smart base running from him. Finds himself on second. Now in scoring position for Roden. 2-0 count. pitch inside. Three-zero count with one out. He will walk. And they have a chance at second. Kind of a miscommunication, both second and short trying to get that ball.
Good job by Mason to make it back there, though. Could have been bad.
He definitely thought about going. He will stay, and runners on first and second. Waddell up now. I went in the dirt as well. This a lot of pitches going low.
Definitely, maybe a little bit of nerves, coming in. You're down in the game, so you might be a little more nervous to try and get your team back and don't give anybody hits, but walking two guys right off the way is not the way to go.
That one fouled off and out of play.
Might hit a car there.
Panthers now with another good opportunity. Runners on first and second with only one out. Opens up your horizons. That one just misses the zone.
One definitely could have been called a strike, and maybe should have been called a strike, but
Yeah,
Roger
they're
will take that one.
calling that high outside all game long. Does it there.
That one's low. 3-1 now. And,
As the catcher will walk out to the pitcher, try to calm him down.
I'll just tell him, take a deep breath, find yourself, focus on getting this one out.
Yeah, your rest of your players are behind you. Let them pitch it, and let them try to hit it.
Yeah, I mean,
Make us make the mistake.
Yeah, try and get a roll over here. Eli's on first, so could definitely get a inning-ending double play.
Yeah, let your fielders do the work. That was a strike. Full count.
Yeah, and right now here you throw him a pitch that Raj can hit and get him to roll over and do a double play.
Full count with one out. Runners on first and second.
That one's low, though.
And ball four, they throw it down to third, and he'll score a run. Wow.
Big
And that is
time.
completely legal. He threw it down to third because he thought it might be a strike.
Yeah, big time miscommunication there, and Schneider will steal a run.
Let's take a look.
Take a look there, yeah.
And of all the people, the catcher should know if it's a strike or ball. The umpire is right behind you. He throws it down to third, thinking it was a strike. Try to get him at third on a steal.
A pinch runner here. Gonna have Bradley Kammer go out there and run for Roden.
So the Panthers steal a run in the bottom of the fifth. They increase their lead by one. Still only one out with runners on first and second once again. Wally Weber, the designated hitter, up to bat. That one finds the outside. That one finds the inside corner this time. 0-2 count. Allen popped up to left field. He'll make the catch, and runners will stay where they are.
So with Thaman heading up, you got 2 outs and 2 quick kids on the base path. So maybe sneak another run in here before the inning's over.
Yeah, definitely was not what Will Weber wanted to do or needed to do. He just needed to get maybe a line drive. He reached earlier on a error by the shortstop and then got out, so he's 0 for 1. Now 0 for 2. Thaman up to bat in the 8th spot. An opportunity with runner in scoring position and a runner on first. Allen sent opposite field to the first baseman. He will make yet another out. And the Panthers will score 1 run, which was not expected. On a strike called, ball went wild.
Take a look at that 1 run scored as a ball called to a walk, but Schneider will take home.
Yeah, a wild sequence gets the Panthers a run, and we'll see if that could be a key run.
So Barnes will stay on the bump. Last inning he had 1 pitch and rolled him over into a double play. So maybe this time we'll have Zach Barnes is on pace for a 3-pitch inning.
So this is the really key inning, top of the 6th. The Panthers back in the field. So if they can get out of this inning without giving up a run, they move to go hit, and then if they hold them the next inning, they get out of here. So this could be a key one.
Definitely could be a key inning. I mean, Zach Barnes, like I said earlier, last year was statistically one of the best pitchers on the team, and he's had himself a pretty solid year so far.
And he proved himself at that last inning.
That one outside.
One-0 pitch, down low. That one outside. So Barnes struggling so far with this first batter. 2-0 pitch.
Driven into right. And Roden is there to make the catch. So Zach Barnes still yet to give up a hit. Got a little close, but Eli Roden able to get out there and make the play.
LJ Green up the bat. Pitch outside and low.
Good block by Sandus there.
So the Panthers have one key out in this top of the 6th. Ooh, that one close to finding the zone. Two with one out. Swung on, caught.
By Jared Lambers. Falling down, taking a seat, but Jared Lambers still able to make the catch there. LJ Green with an absolute rocket down the first base line, but Jared Lambers sits in there and makes the play.
I mean, incredible play. It looked like he was going to break his knee trying to bend backwards and make that play, and he does. So Moss up to bat. He'll take his first pitch. That one will find the zone. 1-1 with 2 outs, no runners on base. So Zach Barnes has already got 2 batters out and only seen 2 batters in this inning.
I went inside there.
2-1 count. That one outside as well. 3-1. What they like to call the batters most fun count.
A batter's favorite count.
Got the word I'm thinking. 3-1 with 2 outs. And he will walk. So Zach Barnes gives up his first walk of the day. Keegan Campbell's 0 for 2 on the day so far. I was looking over at first. Maybe looking to throw over. As Coach Mark Thompson will assemble his infielders at the mound.
Probably just going to tell Zach to relax a little bit here.
And you've got the 2-run pad now.
And Dylan Woolenweber will step in for Zach Barnes. Zach Barnes did a good job there today, but 1 walk, no hits. Solid outing. Woolenweber will step in and
so Woolenweber will come in for the Panthers. Questionable decision from Mark Thompson, as Zach Barnes didn't look like he was doing too bad. He only let up 1 runner get onto the base path.
yeah, but maybe you just don't want Lakota West to get too comfortable with who they're seeing. Change things up a little bit.
Yeah, that also. So Woolenweber will come in on a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Runner on first after the walk by Barnes. First pitch popped in foul territory and will hit off the top of the Panthers dugout. One count with 2 outs. Runner still on first. That one fouled off Would be great if they could get that play in foul territory. Beats him. Did he get the tag? He did. The
Great throw.
Panthers get out of the inning on a throw down to second.
What a throw by Cooper Sandus down there, and a great tag made by Jaden Walpole as well. Bang, bang play there. Gets the Panthers out of the inning.
So the Panthers win that key inning. Give
Hot dog or something? Water, anything? Hot dog, water, anything? You good? You drink?
So the Panthers in this bottom of the sixth inning will look to try to get some insurance runs, which would be key. Because you got to expect the Lakota West bats to start to wake up in the do or die situation in the top of the seventh. So Cooper Sandus will lead us off, and then after him will be the top of the order. So due up are Sandus, Wapple, and Chumley.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for Elder, number 7, Cooper Sanders.
So the bottom of the sixth starts with Sandus. That one down low. It's a new pitcher, Micah, on the mound. 3-0 count. So Micah's first batter. He's pitching. He is struggling.
Finds the zone there. 3-1 now.
Hitter's favorite count.
There you go.
3-1 count.
Got it that time. Three-two now. Sandus fouls that one off.
So Mike has found his way back into this count. Now full with no outs. Pitch
It's high.
outside of the zone and will walk.
Up now comes Jaden Walpole. Currently 0 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, Wapple's got a chance with a runner on base to try to advance. Try to get out of this slump he's been in today. That one fouled off, out of play.
Rip. Big rip there from Jaden.
Just seemed a little bit behind it. If he would have got good contact on that, that would have been a great knock. That one just outside of the zone. Micah kind of frustrated with that one. 1-1 count.
Just high there on that one.
2-1. Sandus on first. Looks to pick off.
Gets back standing.
Not even close. Yeah, Sandus not getting too huge of a lead. Micah looking to keep him honest. Pitch
Good
sent to the
rip.
opposite field.
Sandus will go to third.
Play at third, safe.
And Walpole will get a double. Great rip from Walpole to find the gap.
I did
And
not
Sandus-
expect that play at third to be as close as it was.
Neither
And
did I, but
a great throw from the right fielder.
yeah, now you got 2 runners in scoring position for Chumley with no outs.
So Wapple finally gets out of his slump that he's been in. Has a really close play.
Yeah, very
at
close
third.
there. Michael will step off here. Infield very, very in right now.
I think anticipating the bunt. So in that situation, third and first would crash. Chumley with a chance to drive one in. That one fouled. So I don't think Chumley is looking to bunt.
Yeah, but Firebirds infield still very shallow.
He
Big
wanted
hack,
that one.
big hack there.
He definitely wanted that one back. 0-2 count.
Yeah, right in his wheelhouse, just a second late.
Runners on second and third. Infield still playing shallow. 0-2 count. Pitch. And shortstop will stare down Sandus at third. And he'll make the out at first.
1 out, still 2 runners in scoring position, so still a good spot for the Panthers here, especially with a hitter like Lammers coming up.
And he's got to get some sort of contact here, and get Sandus home.
Try and drive a ball into the outfield.
Yeah, lefty hitter, so good opportunity.
Infield still playing very short.
That one in the dirt. Micah misses low once again. Nice job by the catcher to keep it in front of him.
Just high on Jared there.
Lammers ahead of the count 2-0. 1 out, both runners in scoring position. Pitch finds the corner. Lammers still ahead in the count 2-1.
One inside there.
Another 3-1 count.
Yeah,
Micah definitely struggling.
definitely starting to get frustrated with himself out there.
Outside ball 4, and he loads the bases on a walk.
Yeah, so bases juiced, and Schneider will come up to the plate. Schneider's been playing well today.
Now batting number 26, Mason Schneider.
Yeah, Schneider was walked in his last at bat, made it to second.
Yeah, we'll see if Mason takes one of those hacks that he has been taking all day here. There it is. Swinging for the fences, can't quite make contact there.
Yeah, right now I don't know if you need to swing for the fences. You just need to get some contact on the ball, get it out of the infield. Find a hole somewhere. Obviously, you don't want to try to go opposite field, but if you do, I mean, the left fielder is practically playing in left center.
Yeah. Infield, well, the corner of the infield still pretty tight. That one right down the middle. That was the pitch to hit there.
Yeah. 1-2 count with 1 out. Bases are loaded. Oh, what a pitch. Finds the zone.
The breaking ball buckles Schneider.
And Schneider knew it.
Now batting number 22, Eli Roden.
Take a look there. That breaking ball just gets him to buckle, and Mason knew it.
Breaking ball goes foul. Lucky for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that off-speed pitch kind of jammed him inside. Got him early on it.
Gotta score runs here. Can't leave the bases juiced and not score.
And especially when you had runners on second and third pretty early on.
With no outs.
Yeah.
Right down the middle, fastball.
Panthers looking like a deer in headlights. 0-2 count for Roden.
That one outside.
He stays patient. Anything close, you gotta swing. Cannot go down looking right here. Pitch.
Might get down.
Oh,
Just foul.
And did exactly what we said he should probably do, and nobody's there.
Yeah, nobody there and shallow left.
And even the third baseman not playing very close to the base, so he's got some ground to cover. One, 2 count. Swung on.
Roden in the gap.
Get down. It will. And he bats the ball. 1 run will score. 2 run will score. And he's coming to the plate. A bad throw. And a base emptying double.
What a swing by Eli Roden. Right into the gap. Waited for his pitch. Went down 0-2 to start, but great at bat. The Panthers extend the lead to 7-2. Get some insurance there. Eli Roden, fantastic swing.
They didn't just get some insurance, they got the full package. Up now 5 runs, demoralizing Lakota West. You had them right where you wanted them. Well, not right where you wanted them, but you had them at 2 strikes early on in the count. And he gives them a pitch too good to hit.
That one inside nearly hit Roger.
And batting that ball in center field really made things a lot worse. Instead of just giving up 1 run, they end up giving up 3.
Yeah. That one down and out. He'll
Well,
for
had
a
a chance.
second.
It's a great throw for the catcher.
Roden able to get back in time, though.
One swung
Might
on,
find the
gets down, rounding third, heading for home. It's a play at the plate, and he's in. Eli Roden comes all the way from second, and it's an RBI double for Waddell.
another one of those explosive innings, as you were talking about. 4 runs, just this one. Woolenweber will step up to the plate here, looking to keep the rally going.
So Woolenweber, the designated hitter, now the pitcher. That one just bit off the zone. Mike, you're definitely frustrated. And that's a strike on the pitch.
Very surprised Dylan didn't take a hack at that one. I mean, that was a fastball right down the middle.
1-1 count. That one sky high pop fly in the infield. Oh, and the pitcher makes the catch.
Almost.
Lack of communication.
Almost nobody home, so a demoralizing inning there for the Firebirds. But the Panthers catch fire and take advantage.
Yeah, they unload the bases.
Let's take a look at the highlights from that inning. There you see Eli Roden with a bases emptying double into the right center gap. Play at the plate, and Roger Waddell gets down and dirty. Sorry, that was Jerry Lambers down there getting down and dirty. And there's Waddell. He'll score Roden from second. Those two will trade places. Roden goes home. Waddell heads out to second on a RBI double for Waddell.
So we take a look as this one close to wrapping up. The next 5 games for the Panthers, all home games. They are here against LaSalle, Fairfield, Talawanda, Oak Hills, and St. X. So 2 GCL opponents in the next 5 games, and all of those 5 games at home. Should be some good contests.
Yeah, definitely a home. I mean, a home stretch is always nice, no matter what sport you're in. But in baseball, it's real nice. I mean, you get a nice little crowd here at the Pack, and hopefully it should be nice.
So after that great inning from the Panthers, they get their insurance. They are now up 6 with Woolenweber on the mound. Keegan Campbell up for Lakota West. And they need 6 to keep on land. That one popped up and fouled. That one set back up at the pitcher. And Lakota West has life. Oh, they got a chance. And Panthers are going to catch the runner off. Just not paying too much attention. They almost got him at first. Now one outside.
That one inside. Woolweber needs to find the zone here.
Yeah, this is not the time to start missing your pitches when you have a chance to close out the game.
And there it is. 3-1 now.
Looks to pick him off at first. Won't get him. Ooh,
And
that one
ball
just
4.
misses. Woolweber's got to calm down. None of these runs mean anything. There's only that 6th run that means something.
So Isaac's back up to the dish. He's gotten on base both times today. Try and lay one down.
Shows
Doesn't
bunt.
work. Throw is just a bit off target. Was on time, but a little too high there for Waddell.
Yeah, it looked like Sanders kind of hesitated to throw to third. It might have been an easier play if he did it. Sanders telling Woolweber, just focus on him, me and you. Don't worry about any of these runners, they don't matter. That pitch outside of the zone.
That one finds the outside corner. 0-2 right now. Strikeout here would be really big. And there it is.
Strike 3. They get their first out. So Isaac's finally unable to get on base. He was kind of trouble on the base pass. Both times he was on, he's kind of dancing over there at second, messing with the pitcher's head. Really surprised that runner on first didn't try to take second yet.
A rocket down the line. That'll go foul, though.
Looked just a bit too much. No one had a chance to get over that wall. And one counter for the foul ball.
One inside, almost hit him.
With that runner staying on first, it leaves the Panthers in an opportunity for a game-winning double play.
Looks like we might be, storm clouds might be closing in on us here. I think that's our sign that this game's coming to a close.
3-1 count with one out. Can't catch a break with the weather. Pitch.
Fouled up.
Sky high. Looks like it will stay in play.
Waddell's got a chance. There it is.
It will make the out. So definitely the worst possible out you could get. You know, even if it wasn't even in play. You couldn't even advance anybody. It was going to be a foul ball anyway.
Yeah. So now one more out, and the Panthers take home a W.
Yeah, one out away. Woolweber's got to focus on this batter. None of these runners on base matter. Check the swing.
Check the swing, called strike.
It looked like it would have been a strike on the pitch anyway.
He says he goes there.
A one count. That one sent right center.
And Roden is there.
And he's got it.
On the track, and the Panthers take home a win
And the Panthers improved to 5-4 and victorious against Lakota West. A big upset.
Elder currently on a 4-game winning streak, as you see there. And a good performance for the Panthers today against a solid Firebirds team.
Yeah, they've now the Lakota West on they were on a 3-game win streak, and that ends here at the Panther Athletic Complex. Panthers improved to 5-4. Lakota West falls to 10-2. That is now 2 non-conference losses for Lakota West. They lost to Turpin earlier on in this season. So with that Panthers victory, they improved to 5-4. And I think that's just about, we're going to wrap us up from the Panther Athletic Complex. I have been Troy Parker here with Sam Tucker. Enjoy the rest of your day, and happy Easter.
To this day, when I hear that song, I see you standing there on that lawn. Discount shades, store-bought tan, flip-flops and cut-off jeans. Somewhere between that setting sun, I'm on fire, I'm born to run. You looked at me and I was done, but we were just getting started. I was singing to you, you were singing to me. I was so alive, never been more free. Fired up my daddy's lighter and we sang, oh, oh, oh. Stayed there till they forced us out and took the long way to your house. I can still hear the sound of you say